Hello everyone and welcome all of you once again in IICS informatica. So in the last video, I demonstrated you regarding the commit after and the commit before in the IICS. So in the similar way, today we will discuss about the rollback before and the rollback after by the live in the IICS code. Okay. So already we have discussed the rollback before and the rollback after, how exactly it works. So once again, I am explaining you on this slide, and then we will go to the IICS portal. Okay. So whenever we do the rollback before, means what happened, all the record before the particular condition ID get rollback. Rollback in the sense get discarded, and then next to that record, from the next to that record, the new transaction starts. Okay. For example, here, if in the transaction control transformation, we have given the condition as a employee ID equal to 20, and we have given the transaction control condition as a rollback before. Okay, if this condition gets satisfied, then do the rollback before, otherwise continue the transaction. So in this case, what will happen when the condition becomes true, then the transaction that is currently in progress, that is a record before the employee ID 20, all the records from employee ID 1 to the employee ID 19 get rolled back. Okay, all the records from employee ID 1 to the employee ID 90 get rolled back, in the sense that all record will get discarded, get removed, and the current record, the new transaction will start from the employee ID 20. So here also I have shown. Suppose incoming data is there. So record 1 get processing up to the up to the 19th record. Records are getting processed. As soon as the condition becomes true, like employee ID 20, and there we have set whenever the employee ID 20 this condition gets satisfied, then we have to do the rollback before. Means what will happen? All the records which are being processing in the processing state before the employee ID 20 will get rolled back, and nothing will get stored on the database. So employee ID 1 to employee ID 19, nothing will get stored on the database. The new transaction will start from the employee ID 20. This all the records will get stored on the database. All the record next to the means all the record from employee ID 20 to the, for example, we have the total records 100. Then all the record employee ID 20 to the employee ID 100 will get stored onto the database. Okay, so that is nothing but the rollback before. In this way, the rollback before works. Okay, so same thing I have shown here. Records 1 to 19 are processed in the transaction 1. At employee ID 20, the rollback before get executed. Then what happen? Rollback records 1 to 19 are get rolled back, and the new transaction start from employee ID 20. Okay, and this will get continued. Okay, so all the records from 1 to 19 get rollback, get discarded, and then which records will get commit or save on the database? All the records from 20 to the till the last record. For example, last record is 100 record, then till the 100th record, all the record gets stored on the database. Okay, so this is about the rollback before. Okay, so same case will happen for the slightly different case will happen for the rollback after. In case of rollback after, what will happen? Now same condition we have kept, but here instead of rollback before, if we give the rollback after, then which records will get discarded and which records will get processed. Okay, so if you give the employee ID 20, now in case of rollback after, what happened? All the records from employee ID 1 to the employee ID 20 will get rolled back, because in case of rollback after, how it works? It consider the current row. Okay, it consider the current row, means starting from the first row to the current row, means whatever the row number you have given in this particular condition, all the records till that particular current row get rolled back. Okay, means all the records from employee ID 1 to the employee ID 20 will get rolled back. In case of which command or in case of which method? Rollback after. Okay, and all the records next to the 20, like from 21 to the 100, that all will get stored on the database, which will get rollback records from employee ID 1 to the employee ID 20. In case of rollback before, what was happening, records from employee ID 1 to the employee ID 19, we are getting the rollback. Okay. So this difference we will see on the IICS portal also. Okay. So let me take you to the IICS portal, and there we demonstrate you how exactly the rollback before and the rollback after works. Okay. So this is our mapping. So this is the same mapping. This one change I have made here. So failing condition I have removed, because in order to demonstrate the rollback after before, we don't require the failing condition. So I discarded that expression. So in the source, we have configured one particular table, that is a select star from TCT sales demo. We have taken the sorter here. In the sorter, it is mandatory to sort the field uh, using the particular column which we are going to use in the transaction control transformation. So we are sorting the employee ID here, because in the transaction control transformation, we are giving the condition using the let me show you the source table in the database. So here is our source table. So source table containing the records from employee ID 1 to the employee ID 100. Okay. So this record we are processing. And let me show you the target. So target, now we will truncate the target before running the mapping. So we have truncated the target. Now our target contain nothing, it's empty initially. Okay. Now let's go to the mapping. So in the mapping level, we have set the rollback before. Okay. If this condition gets satisfied, then we are doing the rollback before, and otherwise continue transaction. So let's save the mapping in the session, and then we will run the session. So after completion of session, our expectation is what? All the records from 1 to 19 will get rolled back, and record from 20 to 100 will get stored onto the database. Okay. So let me trigger the job and let's see the result. Okay. So we should get 81 record affected, 81 record store on the database table. Okay, now you can see we have around 81 record affected and same number of records stored onto the database. So let me show you in the query by querying the target database table. So you can see employee ID 20 to the employee ID 100, all the records are stored onto the database. Okay, so this is nothing but the rollback before. Okay, now let me do the rollback after also. And now you can tell me how many records will get stored onto the database. So in case of rollback after, all the records from now here, in case of rollback before, we have got how many records processed? 81. Okay, means all the records from record number 20 to the record number 100 are processed. Okay. Now in case of rollback after, the record from employee ID 1 to the employee ID 20, this record will get rolled back. Because in case of rollback, what happened? All the records will get rolled back from first row or from first record till the current row. Current row in the sense whatever the row you have mentioned in the if statement. In case of rollback before, what happened? Record before the current row will get rolled back from record number 1 to the record before the current row. But in case of rollback after, all the records from the first record to the record of the current row, that is the employee 20, will get rolled back. So when you will run the session, you will get the 80 records getting stored on the database, because 1 to 20 will get rollback, and 21 to 100 will get stored onto the database. Okay, let's see the result. So here you can 81 record get processed, and same number of records should be there in the database also. Now this is the earlier result of rollback before. Now here we should see first record should be the 21 employee record. Okay. So here you can see employee ID 21, because all the records from employee ID 1 to the employee ID 20 get rolled back. New transaction start from 21 till the 100. Okay, employee ID 100. So this is nothing but the rollback after and the rollback before. I hope all of you understood the concept completely. So if you understood and if you are benefiting from this, please share with your friends and colleagues also. Okay, thanks all of you. Let's meet in the next video.